look like Aaron Donald's on the team. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
someone undercut the shit out of Aaron Donald. Wow, that's messed up.
Alright, are we
Which
able to
Aaron
keep
Donald, the
this?
90?
93.
Oh, about to say.
Yep.
I do need another D
Alright.
tackle. You don't have.
Need sweats? What's the deal?
Yep, I'm playing defense. Somebody said send me an invite.
Who's
I'm
playing
fine with that.
defense? On what? Wait, are we actually doing this? What's happening?
Hey, Aaron Donald's up to a 94. Let's go.
Once Dan's done, yeah, we will.
None of my overalls went down, so that's good. What's my blanket coverage tier at? Probably number 1. Oh, I'm one person away from blanket coverage tier 2.
Damn, the only cheapest Aaron Donald was 170.
Yeah, I just bought the one. There was one up for 163. I just snagged it immediately.
That shit's about to go. You know, when they drop his freaking limited time card, I guarantee you his card's gonna go down though.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Because he's getting deep in the
overall,
play. If they keep dropping these 2 cards every day, so tomorrow will probably be like.
We should have a good one on tap here today.
No, his price
It's the
shouldn't
Vikings
drop
coming in
at all,
11 and
really.
4, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 14 and 1.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis.
Alright, Dan.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Here we go, the final week of the NFL season, Week 17. Play clock winding down. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
From the gun, Warner. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner. It's complete to Brown. side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Warner. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing to start the drive. Warner. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. From the gun, Warner. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Warner. Escaping the press, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First down. Warner. He finds his target, John Brown. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And that's complete to Brown. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw. Warner. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
To throw on third down. Warner throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Warner. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and goal. There's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Warner. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Diggs in motion left. On the give, this is their fullback. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
give. This is Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Handoff comes to Cook. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10. Warner buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner, flush to his, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Warner. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The give to the fullback on the dive. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Normally, when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
1 yard is the gain, and that leads to a Minnesota first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
No. Jack, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Right. He's done right here.
starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Shift together here from the D-line. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 15. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down, 8. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they get 14 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Warner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard, can slide up to the 2nd level and block a line.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right at the 20. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Set. Blue 90. Detroit. Set.
They start the drive with Cook. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Laquan Treadwell. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 23 yards on the play. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. Move. Leopard. Leopard. All right, now look at
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 1st down. Warner. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And some space here. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. No.
They'll drop the throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
Now a run with Cook. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run with their fullback. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. They run again on first down. Cook, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Fuck, I'd rather play with the Patriots than anybody else. There's Dan.
What up?
You end up winning that game. I seen you were.
Oh, Cameron, I was.
No. The reason why I left the party is because I was broadcasting and it was recording everything going on in this party too. So I just left the party.
You hear Tyler. What the fuck is this fucking shit?
Man, so Bro, I just had this dude just threw at my user 7 times this game, and all 7 times the game would not give me an animation.
I see you.
It would not let me pick him off. It wouldn't let me pick him off to save my fucking life, man. Like, I lost 14-13, but
yeah, we don't have any more other people.
Unless, who else has?
It's a league that I'm 14-2 in. I finished 14-2 in, so I mean, the game just fucking treats me like shit every fucking like 6th or 8th game because I just dominate it. Bro.
Shit. So. Okay. I need to beat this guy. I just need him to rage quit now after I score his touchdown. Touchdown, right? No? Okay, that's weird.
Oh, why did he throw it like that?
Oh yeah, just what?
There we go for a touchdown. Hopefully he quits.
Are you kidding me?
Yo, we have enough for the 3v3 if you guys want to play it now. Like, trying to match up against each other. No, I'm good. I'm good, I got it.
Fortnite. Fuck that.
No. Sweet.
Oh, this is housed. This is actually probably housed.
Yo, Tyler, can you call Kenny? Tell him to get on.
Kenny's at work, dude. He don't get off till 11 every night. Same thing.
Shit.
We need your permission.
Need this guy to quit. Come on, man.
Kenny's not gonna get on Madden or Fortnite anyway. Especially Fortnite.
No, I need him to get on Madden and change commissioner status. It's fucking stupid.
I know, he should not have been the commissioner at all.
No,
and then you get bumped. Oh my god.
If he doesn't, well, then I mean.
Oh, god. Thank god.
Hey, go. Real shit, go. God damn, he's slow as fuck. What an idiot, why did he do that?
That actually just... Was he trying to celebrate? What an idiot. Yeah, okay. Well, we have a...
I'm coming.
Bubble? Nope.
I don't think I have bubble added. Yeah, I don't.
I'm gonna be... Okay. Thank God you didn't throw it after I cut, because he was gonna get snagged again.
Oh, it keeps getting cut. Dude, they really need defensive PI real bad.
They have it in CFM, and they call it at the stupidest times, bro. One time, there was a tip ball, and the dude literally, in order to keep me from getting the ball, came over and tackled me with his receiver. Took me out completely, and I got pass interference. Like,
wow, how the fuck? That's fucking shitty ass Willie Brown, are you kidding? We gotta get a field goal off at least.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you gotta